computer. There we go. All right. Good afternoon, Sarah. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. How are you, Beth?
Technical difficulties aside, we're doing okay.
Beautiful day. Love this weather.
It has been wonderful today. So this is Sarah Williams. She's with Operation Hope, who is a nonprofit, and they do credit and money management services workshops. So I'm going to let her tell us a little bit about the organization and maybe how it came about and some services they provide. And we'll just have a little discussion about it. So Sarah, I'll let you talk about it a little bit.
Well, thank you. Again, my name is Sarah Williams. I'm with Operation Hope. I work for a nonprofit organization, and our founder's name is John Hope Bryant. And our goal is to help people that struggling with credit issues, get to a place to where they can actually go to any financial institution of their choice and get standard loans at very good rates. The program come about because there within the area where we live, there's a lot of lack of knowledge about what's in a person's credit, and so when they go to apply for credit, they're either turned down or the interest rates they get offered are so high that they wish they had been turned down. And of course, I call them payday creditors. They identify themselves as payday lenders. When you're in a horrible situation, you need to borrow money, they're on every corner. And, you can always go and borrow money, but it's going to cost you, up to 400% borrowing funds from them. But our goal is to help individuals, especially anybody that's an adult that's having issues with their credit. We want to help you get your credit straightened out. And we do that at no cost whatsoever. Our ultimate goal is to help you get to a score of 700. And once you're at that 700, you can go anywhere basically you want to and borrow money at a decent rate. What I do, and I'm in partnership with First Horizon Bank. We're in Kingsport, Bristol. We're in several different locations. And my office is in Bristol, Tennessee, but I also work out of a branch in Kingsport. My office in Bristol is it's 800 State Street, Bristol, Tennessee. And then also you can find me at First Horizon branch on Memorial Boulevard. So right now we're doing virtual workshops because of this virus going on. But normally you'd find me in a branch, actually sit down and meet with me, and you and I would talk about what's going on in your credit.
And we had Sarah here at the Senior Center back, I think we decided it was January. She did a workshop for some of our members, and she's had some real good success with some of those folks trying to get their credit scores worked out. We were looking forward to having her back to do some more workshops for us. And of course, with COVID, we've not been able to do that. But like she mentioned, they're doing virtual workshops. So we wanted to get this information out to our members and anybody else that might need it, to let them know they can still get in touch with her and get this service at no charge, and get yourself in a better place financially. And what we have found at the Senior Center, a lot of the times they're not checking that credit score, and that's something that's very, very important. You may have someone who never really dealt with their finances, and maybe it was their partner that did all that, and now that they're in a situation that maybe they're by themselves and they don't know anything about it, and they don't even have a credit score. So Sarah can help folks out with that and show them down the right path to get that fixed. So maybe if they need to get them a new car or get a loan to get some improvements done at their house, and then they can get that done without going in the hole even more. How would they go about doing one of your virtual workshops, Sarah?
Okay, basically what they would do, they can reach out to me. I could be found at, like I said, in any First Horizon Bank, but my direct number to reach me would be area code 423-764-2226, or Sarah, SARAH, Williams, WILLIAMS @operationhope.org. But in my workshop, what I do, everybody that attends my workshop, you get a free booklet. And then we go through this booklet and we talk about what's going to help, with your credit. And the most important thing is, and you have to have a budget. So we discuss budgeting. If you don't have, any type of budget, I help you get that set up. I also talk about your credit score. In the workshop, we just discuss these things. You probably can't see that. That talks about the budget. And then we also talk about your credit report. I just kind of give you a general idea about what to look for. This is just a standard credit report. So I've talked to you about what to look for in your credit report, because if you don't know what's in your credit report, then that's a red flag right there. It's so important to look at your credit report. Get copies of your credit report every year, and I'll discuss that in my workshop. And then once I go through this little book here, pages long, once I tell you about the program that we offer, I'll leave it up to you. If you're interested in signing up with one-on-one counseling, then what I do, we'll sign up for one-on-one counseling. And again, this is a cost program. And what I do with you, I will work with you for a year or longer, however long it takes to help you get your credit score where you want it to be. And again, as Beth was saying, I've come from a banking industry. I worked in the banking industry for over 20 years, started out as a teller, worked my way up to management. And now I'm on this side of helping people get their scores to where they need to be so they can go into that financial institution. But a lot of times what I've noticed in the banking industry, where there were husbands and wives married, and the wives, ladies, we want to take on that name, but there's sometimes they're identified themselves as Mrs. Joe Smith or Mrs. John Williams, but not your first and last name. So when you go to apply for a loan, if that's all you're going by, that's not really your true identity. So a lot of times the credit, you have no credit. So then if something were to happen to your spouse, you find yourself in a situation that you do need a car. Well, you don't even have the credit to get started. So I talk to you about building credit. I talk to you about how to do that, and I'll help you through that. And again, like I said, as Beth was saying, we had a workshop in January and had quite a few turnout, and there was a couple that actually signed up for my class, and they have done extremely well. Credit scores already over 700. Debts that they wanted to consolidate and manage. It's been taken care of, and so it does work. I had a young couple that signed up in January, started working with them, told them what's in their credit report. Immediately they went to work, and as of August, they've already bought a house. But see, their credit score had to be at a certain level in order to do that. See, the spouse, she didn't even have a credit score. So, just working with you individually and telling you, hey, look, this is what's on your credit. Here's what we need to do to get it fixed, and working on it, you'll see it does work, and it's a good program.
Yeah, if somebody chooses to do your class, how long of a time period? I know you said that you'll work with them kind of until they get their credit score where they want it to be, but what's the average time that class takes someone?
Well, with the workshop, it takes usually up to an hour. And that's because when I'm talking, I'm explaining things to people. And a lot of times people will ask you a question. So, when a group setting like that, it could be an hour. It's just according to how long it takes. But once I get you signed up, what I will do that first time, we'll go over your budget. We'll talk about what's in your credit. That could take about 30 minutes. Then after that, every 30 days, I want to hear from you. I'll call you or reach out to you and say, hey, okay, based on the last time we talked, you need to do this. You need to do 1, 2, or 3. Have you done any of that? So I'll give you assignments to do to work towards meeting that goal. And so, like I said, after that initial one-on-one counseling, every 30 days, we'll talk 5-10 minutes. It can be a phone call. It can be a text. It can be an email. Just let me know that you're doing something. And, like I said, it works. But, if a client decides they don't want to participate, then because of, no communication, and then of course that client will be removed from the program. I love what I do. I've seen results. It does work. And, I'm willing to commit my time to you. And as long as you're willing to commit your time to me.
Yeah, well, and for everyone, I want to reiterate that this is a free program. And mm-hmm. This is something a lot of people, like we're saying, that if your credit score is bad and you don't even know where to start, you don't even know where to begin, this is where you can begin. She will give you step-by-step, guide-by-guide tips to get yourself back in a place where you should be. So if you jotted down her information earlier in the video, or you rewind it and grab that information, or give us a call here at the Senior Center, and we'd be happy to get you in touch with her. So, Sarah, anything else you want to add? You don't think we covered on that?
Well, I think we've covered about everything, but really, ladies, gentlemen, whoever you are, give me a call. I would love to work with you. It just takes a few minutes of your time. Now with everybody, you can't hardly go anywhere because of the virus. I actually do virtual workshops. So, we're not meeting person to person, but, just like me and Beth are sitting here virtually, I can set up a workshop and do the same thing with you. And everything that we talk about is strictly confidential. So, like I said, I would love to have an opportunity to work with you.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming and talking to us today, and we're going to get this information out to everybody, hopefully today or tomorrow, so everyone can have access to it. And we certainly look forward to having you back here and doing some more in-person workshops like we did in January. I think that was very successful. So I look forward to having you back.
Thank you so much. I look forward to being back with you, Beth.